Welcome to another episode of Science Made Simple. I'm Miss Devina and I'm a secondary science specialist here at the Pique Lab. In this video, I'll be analysing a past year exam question. I've also prepared this question for you to download for free by clicking a link in the description box below. So let's get started. Okay, let us take a look at this question over here. It says here that there are two parallel plane mirrors, mirror 1 and 2, in Madam Ong's room. Now, my very first question to you is, what is a plane mirror? Now, a plane mirror are just the normal mirrors that we have in our bedrooms. These are the mirrors that we take a look at whenever you want to check our OOTD of the day. And one important thing we have to take note of is the 5 rules when we take a look at a plane mirror. And these are the rules that tell us how the image in the mirror would appear. And one way to remember these 5 rules is to remember the acronym Volume Up, Let's Start Dancing. Now, what does the first V over here stand for? The V stands for virtual. And virtual means that the images that we see in the mirror, they are not real. If the image in the mirror is not real, then what are real images? Real images are images that we see in school. Whenever our teachers use projectors, the image that is reflected by the projector onto a screen is considered a real image, because we can physically touch that image. The second thing that we need to take note of is that the images in the mirror appear upright. And what does upright mean? It means that if we take a look at the mirror, our image is not randomly upside down, correct? We see that we are standing upright. Besides that, the images in the mirror are also laterally inverted. Laterally inverted means that if you were to stand in front of the mirror and I ask you to raise your right hand, the image that you see in the mirror will look as though it is raising its left hand. So it's just the opposite. The fourth thing that we need to know is the size of the image. If I ask you to stand in front of the mirror, does your head look randomly a lot bigger compared to the rest of your body? No, right? And this is because the size of the image will remain the same as the object. And the very last thing that we need to take note of is the distance. Now, the distance between the image and the mirror will be exactly the same as the distance between the object and the mirror. So what do I mean by this? Let's take a look at the diagram below over here. Here we have our ginger cat that is standing in front of mirror 2. And if you take a look at the ginger cat, we see that it is standing 20 cm away from the mirror. Similarly, the image of the cat in the mirror, this image of the cat will also be or appear to be 20 cm away from the plane of the mirror. So this is what I mean by the distance is the same. Now, why did I go through all 5 of these golden rules? It is because in this question, they are testing you on one of the 5 golden rules. So let's continue to read the question to see which rule is being tested. In the question over here, it says that Madam Ong is standing 15 cm away from mirror 1 and her ginger cat is standing 20 cm away from mirror 2. Besides that, they also tell us that Madam Ong and the cat is 35 cm away from each other. Now, based on all that we have highlighted over here in the diagram, can you tell me which golden rule do you think they are testing in this question? Obviously, they are testing us the last rule, which is the distance. Now, let's continue to read the question to figure out what the question wants us to find. Below over here, they ask us, how far away is the image of Ginger in mirror 2 from Madam Ong's eyes, assuming Madam Ong is facing mirror 1. Now, this question over here is very wordy. So let's break it down to help us understand this better. So the very first step is to find the image of Ginger in mirror 2. And we have already identified that earlier on in the start. So where is the image of Ginger in mirror 2? It's simply over here. Now, the question asks us how far is this image from Madam Ong's eyes. So all we need to do is to trace the distance. So I want you all to trace the distance together with me. Let's start over here from the image. Okay, so from the image, we will travel to mirror 2 all the way to Madam Ong. Now, can we stop over here? Remember, the question asks us how far away the image is from Madam Ong's eyes. Is Madam Ong's eyes at the back of her head? No. So we have to continue drawing the line. So over here, the image will be reflected off mirror 2 and then back into Madame Ong's eyes. And that is how she is able to see the ginger cat in mirror 1. Now after that, all we need to do is to take note of the distances. So let's write it down together as well. Over here we have 20 cm, another 20 cm, 35 cm, followed by 15 cm, and another 15 cm back into Madame Ong's eyes. And all you need to do is to add up all these numbers in your calculator. So after you add up all these numbers, can you tell me what is the distance that we get? We get 105 cm. With that being said, which option is our answer? Our answer is option 4. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Found this video useful? Give us a thumbs up and check out more by clicking the links here. You can also subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Until next time, stay curious inside and limitless outside. Bye!